Hey, welcome back though to RoadCraft. We are going to play again with Crazy Peggy, of course, and we are going to start to plot the first route over here actually, because it's highly necessary, right? The road is open, which is awesome though. We have been doing quite a lot to actually achieve this. From cutting down trees and stumps and hauling them here and there by building a bridge even and everything, right? You know, it is a busy day though around here, and I love it though. It was very, well, you know, worthwhile to do everything, hopefully, but it felt very good for us though, right? You know what I mean? Totally worth it, and we got a lot of money from it too, so that's nice. So the concrete haul is here. We finally get some concrete ourselves though. Very happy about that. Cleaned the roads around here with a massive crane. Played with Peggy in the air though, right? You know, throwing her around. Beautiful stuff. Oh, will you be able to enter it without any issue though? I mean, that little thing there to the right might block him, but nah, it's alright. Beautiful. Perfect. Alright, now we have to wait for the other ones to actually arrive there. There's another one, and then we get a little update. So I'm out of the map, and let's see though what we have to do in a little second. Nice, 22k, not bad.
You're welcome to do so. Now that you've restarted the relay, its transmitters have enough power to let us talk anywhere. But we've got to restore the whole system to provide reliable coverage for everyone. Our workers need equipment, and I know just where to get it. When the hurricane hit the eastern quarry, they evacuated, leaving behind a whole bunch of climbing equipment. I know you're just itching to check it out, so I won't stop you. And if the equipment's still there, take it to the workshop. That's not all, though. We have the tower frame ready at the steel mill, but guess what? Yep, we'll need a road to transport it from the steel beams facility to the workshop. And while you're at it, set her out to deliver the radio electronics there as well.
Alright, Peggy, we have to try something out. Peggy also has an Aramatsu, as you can see. It's the pink Kirby version from Nintendo. And we have the Darth Vader version or whatever we want to be, right? You know, but anyways, let's just go. Beautiful trucks, by the way. 30 tons of sand you can haul with this. It can also be playing as an... By the way, fill yours up if it isn't. Oops. It can also play as a sand quarry for other vehicles, though. We are not sure how it actually works right now, but we are definitely going to figure that one out. Beautiful. So we do have to make different roads, and I mean, we are right up for that task, though. We have created a lot of roads around here, so why not even more? I noticed something though from the Aramatsu is that it spills very easily sand. So we gotta be extra careful for that though. It is way more fragile than the other dump truck, right? You know, the Taiga in other words. Like right now, it spills a little bit here and there sand. But if it's very steep, you really see a lot of load though on the floor. So that's kind of bad though. So right over here, we want to build a first road. All right, Peggy, let's see. Oh. I'm dumping myself right there. Okay, so technically we could go everywhere. So you start dumping. Right here, I would say. In the middle, please. Can you wait? All right, thank you. And then what I want to see, though, is right around here. I believe it was right with the water. Yeah, oh, as you can see, it's a circle around us, though. So that is very freaking cool. Now, I truly hope for one little thing, though. That we don't have to grab more. If so, that's fun, too. But 30 tons is 30 tons. It's a lot, though. It's a lot. So we will have to find out. Alright, so I noticed that Peggy don't fill her up yet. I noticed that she actually fills it up by mine. So that is kind of interesting. And because she's an Aramatsu too, or has an Aramatsu, it just takes everything probably. So that's kind of funny. So to own two of them is a little bit redundant though in co-op. But it's fun though. It is fun. Alright, Peggy, can you fill her up? Boom. And there it disappears at my place. Very interesting. Do I steal it from you? Yes, I do, I think. Maybe not though. Maybe not. Alright, just keep doing what you have to do. I'm going to flatten the road right behind you, alright? But that is good to know. Knowledge is power. And knowledge is money too at the same time, right? Especially if you are running on time like we are here in this very busy business of ours. So beautiful in the middle. Alright, sand flattening. Oh yeah. We have to do it a couple of times though, back and forth, right? We don't need a lot of sand here, to be honest. The Aramatsu is pouring tons of sand. But it's good that we are making wide roads though, right? So that's a very good thing. And wide roads are way more comfortable though. I cannot stress that enough to drive on. Especially with slow turners like the Bulldozer or in this case the Aramatsu 2. Alright, we're just waiting here for a second. But yeah, that is going to be a very nice road though. I cannot wait actually to build on a very bad floor. You know, like heavy water or something with lots of rocks or what so. Something like that, you know, you can imagine, right? So, and then just pour and pour and pour and pour sand very close to each other. It's going to be a very nice floor bedding, right? For the main road. Alright, Peggy, I give you an option. You can go to the left and to the right there. Choose one. I would go to the right, to be honest. Yeah, this is a little bit of an issue, right? Because we don't pour it very close together. You kind of have something like a shark tooth way of a road. In other words, you have those little bends here and there. And as you can see, big holes here and there too. Which is not good to have, to be honest. So that is something that Peggy and I have to fix right now. So, you know, like, it's probably not the end of the world though. But maybe it happened because I started on the lower side this time, right? Because then we are digging into the asphalt a little bit more. Maybe. It's my first experience though to go uphill or downhill with this. Yeah.
You can't tell under all that water, but there used to be a driveway there. If you use that as a foundation, a new road built over it might have a shot at surviving future floods.
Well, that makes proper sense though, right? Yeah. Oh, Kelly, you're smarter than you look though. I'm just going back and forth, 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 non-stop though, because it is wild. There are so many big dips here. I'm really struggling to make a beautiful road out of this one though. But, like always, we will prevail though, and the road will... Whoa! We have a tree end over here though, huh? What the? Oh no, Peggy, be careful though, huh? The Lord of Isengard might actually be upon us. And if not him, maybe Sauron. But maybe eyes open too for elves, and maybe Frodo. I mean, wow, yeah, tree ends right over there. And by the way, I'm going from up to down. It is way better though, as you can see. Look at how wild the right side looks though. So we learned another thing though, huh? Don't go from bottom to uphill while making a road. Big duh, to be honest. That's a big duh. Work with gravity, never against gravity though. Never. Alright, I'm giving up a little bit though on the right side because we are going down layer by layer by layer. It's hella funny though if it happens, right? But it is a little bit frustrating that you are over the road for around 30 times and you just go down and there is just way more bubbles appearing than you want though. So it is almost perfectly flat though. Perfectly for like 97% to 95% though. So I would say, yeah, mission succeed, right? You know, mission succeed. Now we are going through the swamp, and in a little bit we are going 100% through the swamp, though. But right now, let's make another long road. I love my job, though. It's beautiful, this job. POV is kind of awesome, I have to say, in this way. I'm a little bit afraid that I cannot make a proper road then, but... For now, let's just keep going like this. Man, we are getting seasick around here. Oh yeah, look at this though, huh? Now, things are going rather well, which is cool. So let's go back and forth too. And later on we want to extend this road, by the way. It depends on what jobs we are getting, right? And there you go. Oh, nice. Do you see that? We got a little padlock over there. I kind of feel like I'm almost responsible with Crazy Peggy for every road in Eastern Europe at this point. But the development of this countryside though is supreme though, isn't it? I mean, we can be very proud to give the people here a future, right? You know, the children that are growing up in the next generations are going to have a blast going to school, right? You don't have to go through beer country anymore, hiking through the mountain trails and all. You just take the highway with the school bus. Alright, off to the swamp though, huh? Peggy's helping me out with road crafting right now, flattening and everything, so I can focus on this little part over here. I can't wait to make actually the road proper asphalt though, everywhere. Because this was one heck of a job, by the way. Just look at this. That is Peggy over there. We are till here. Then we have all of that. Then we have all of this. And then we have this little guy over here. I mean, that is so much road that we are building right now. It's the biggest road in one turn, though, I'm sure, on YouTube right now. I've seen a couple of lazy, YouTubers, I'm just saying, no, I'm not pointing fingers at you big boys. But a lot of them are lazy, though. And then you have some fanatic ones, though, man. Like, let's be very careful here that we don't accidentally destroy the asphalt. Now, hopefully, though, in the end, we can connect the road properly. If not, then I will put a little bit of extra road over there, right? A little bit sand. But it has to be very controlled dump. And if not, we can destroy the asphalt and just connect the sand. That's an option too, to make it pretty. And then it's good too. There are options, of which I'm very grateful. Alright, there's a bane of my existence right there in the middle of the road, though. It's Mount Erebor. Yes, it's going to be difficult to remove. Now, I believe, as for destruction manual, maybe if we are lucky, though, with the height of the manual right now, we could actually destroy this. Oh boy. Will we? Boom. Nothing. Yeah. Ooh, boy. Oh, the tip is off, though. The tip is off. And what about now? A little bit better, but not too much better, sadly. Well, it is much better, to be honest, but I'm so afraid that we just destroy the entire road, though. But this is a little bit tricksy. Now we are... Oh, yeah, see? The way back, yeah. Well, we can flatten that a little bit further, though. But right now... Let's just tip it further down. Oh, boy. Yep, the bounce is there. The bounce is there. Get up! Look at that, I'm bouncing here, huh? Oh, look at that road, man. It is bad for now, but let's just try to fix it now. As best as I can. I will try to use all my road crafting skills. And it already looks a lot better, though, huh? See? We're a good boy. We are just very lucky right there, though. I have to say, we are very, very lucky there. Let's see, though, if we can do it this way. Not really, though. Not really. And that's the issue right now. We have the bounce. We are having the bounce there. So maybe I just have to dig an entire hole in there and then fill it up a little bit. But I have to say we are almost done, though. Okay. A little bit up. Let's see. Can we go down, though? Ah, that's the issue, right? Oh, this is exciting, isn't it now? You know what happens if I do it wrong? We have another bump. And if I do it too deep and steep, like there, yep. Oh yeah. I mean, that is good though, but that we just have to fill up. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to park right over there. And then we're going to fill it up and connect the other road too. Going to be very important though. Now the issue here is more than you think though, right? A little bit of sand will help. But maybe we have to do a little bit more than that we want, right? Because of the flattening and everything. Alright, there we go. That's about it. And then we would just have to figure out though if that might be enough or not. If not... okay, let's just admit it though. That will not be enough. Yeah. Right over here. There. I want a little bit more. Something like that. To be honest, nice. Not too bad. I'm actually pretty hopeful for that little bit. Now this little part. Yeah, I think we will destroy the road a little bit and then reconnect it all, right? I think that makes most sense here. But I might be wrong. Ooh, look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm happy. It's a little bit bumpy on the sides though, but this is all so better though. Oh, so better. We have better tools for the job too, right? Sure, this sand flattener, this bulldozer, we do need a better job for it. There's a couple of little dips and bips there, but it's way better than Mount Erebor, right, you know? But the thing though is we definitely want to have a better bulldozer. And I think we're going to buy that once we do have around 18k. Because this part of the job is one of the most crucial ones. Don't underestimate the bulldozer. And I mean that. Not from a matter of dangerous weight, but from respect for get the job done. Alright, so this is not going to be the smoothest road so far. But it's going to be a good road, nonetheless, right? There are certain bumps that I could not get out of the floor. So when it happens to you, it happens to you too, right? You know what I mean? Nothing you can do about it. Alright, let's just go right here. And then we are going to make it a little bit wider and by that a little bit rounder in the corners when we need to. We are trying, of course, you know, to do our darn bestest. But as you can see, there's bounce everywhere and there are things popping even through the sand right now. The little turns here and there don't matter so much right now though. Alright, over here it's going to be a little bit fun because, well, the road will be overlapping one another. So what we want to do right now is just have a nice little turn like this and later on we will just fill her up, right, you know? Hello there, Pegger! Okie dokie, and karaoke, a little bit further to the right, slowly tapping, right? Oh, let's go back because that tap was a little bit too rough though. There we go. Maybe slow down a little bit, boy. And from here, you can see there's a big round to the left. Let's go right over. Come on. He doesn't want to steer though. That makes it so troubling. Alright, just like that. So far we're staying on this side. And then we make sure that the road gets a little bit wider on the left side right now. And that all the strange bumps are all gone though. Oh, 1 second though. We have to go back. Yeah, not sure though. Now we cannot get that one out there. Maybe Peggy can help with that. Maybe not. Careful though, I'm struggling with the slope. It's a little bit too steep for my old little pavement layer, right? Oh, the bumps, man. And here we are doing the little trick, right, that I said in that one video that I made about how to make a perfect road, where we are going to have a left track on the left side of the road. Not sure why we cannot move on. Peggy, can you bump into me? I need a little bit of a push though. Oh, look at that though. We're totally spinning, interestingly. Thank you. That's about it though, I think. A little bit though. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, we want to have that inner turn a little bit thicker. Just like that. Beautiful. Alright, look at this though, huh? 1/3 of the road is complete, at least on this one. The other one is complete that we just did do. This is 1/3 though. Awesome sauce. We want to do there a little bit more right over there where we can connect it with the other one. And then we are going to do the long stretch though. And yeah, this is 1/3. See, this is 2/3 and we have to do that one. And this one is complete too. I would say though, right? This starts to look like a real business ready type of region, right? You know, think about it. Would you want to have your upstart company around here? I would. I will hire myself though for the roads and everything, of course. Okie dokie. Yeah, Peggy has to go here a couple of times, maybe back and forth, or maybe once only though. Who knows? Oh, the devil is already here, I see. Let me just go once more over it, Peggy. Yep, alright. Hey, oh my lord, it's new! Why does your flattener look a little bit like, I don't know, man, you know, like some strawberry chocolate or milkshake, something like that though, huh? Are you hungry, Peggy? Of course you are. Of course you are. Alright, now let's see. Can you imagine decorating everything in your life just because you're non-stop hungry? No. Okay, can you get your roller back, please? Oh, okay, I see what you do. Just go ahead. Let's just make sure that we did pick up every little bit here. So the road to the left makes a little bit more sense too right now, though. And it's a perfection, one might say. Careful, you cannot climb back up though, I think. I think it's too steep though. Oh, are you lucky? I don't think she is though. Oh, there she goes though. There she goes. It's the milkshake power apparently. Oh, by the way, Peggy, one second. Let's do this little corner too, all right? It's for easier turning. There you go. All right, see you guys once that road over there is done too. Gotta say though, this looks hella smooth now, doesn't it? Look at this though. Beautiful concrete everywhere. By the way, today in real life we did see some RoadCrafters in real life, so how cool is that? You know, but I have to say though, that roller was very, very small. I don't know, man. You know, maybe he should go visit the doctor, but his roller was very small. Peggy has a bigger roller, as you can see right over there. It was like half of it though. It is probably for, well, a city roller or something, right? You know, like a small European town. Something like that. Peggy has a lot of going back and forth over here. Yeah, she has to go a lot back and forth. But that's good, she's getting paid for the job, so, you know, there's something to do. Warm coffee in a canteen, you know? And the job is tolerable. Alright. Yeah, something like this though. A little bit further to the right. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Come on. We can do it. There's a little slope or a little hill. Yeah, do you see it? That's where our track is getting stuck at. But apparently this is called the Peggy Road though, Peggy said. So, you know, who am I to argue? For me, it sounds like Easy Street. And it keeps playing in my head non-stop. Like that Walking Dead episode with Daryl. Alright, once Peggy joins us over here, I want her to roll in the middle first. Then we are going to wait before the mission is destroying the entire road that we built next to it, right? So it has to be this way. It's how the game is programmed. And once that is complete with the roller, then the mission is complete, and then we will finish the rest of this little road, right? Ooh, that does not look too pretty though. I think we might actually fix it up, but at the same time... yeah, at the same time I'm like... yeah, I don't care, you know? Not the worst thing in the world. But if you guys want this one, you know what? Yeah, this is good for commentary, right? You know? Leave a comment if you want us to actually fix it proper. Like, fill that in with a little bit more sand here and there. Flatten it a little bit more here and there, though, huh? Do let me know, alright? Remember this road? It was one of our first big roads, though, with the cable layer. Don't put the cable below the ground. It is really, really bad stuff. Alright, there is Crazy Peggy though. Beautiful. I think I have to change my Twitter handle. Hello, I mean my Steam handle. I think I have to, but there you go. Wait, the road is not complete? What are they on about? The one in the middle, Peggy. Yeah. There's something wrong with the one in the middle. So we are definitely going to fix that up. Okay, are you doing that first? Sure thing, though. Go ahead. Show me how it's done. Let's see. There you go. Beautiful, though. Infrastructure built. Road complete. Nice. Okay, we got 2K for that. I believe 2.2K. Not 100% certain, though, Peggy. But whatever it is, though, let's fix this road up proper. And there we are. Well, I think you guys can imagine how this will be done, right? So by that, I also want to thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful time. And I will see you guys then. Stay happy, stay healthy, and don't forget to subscribe though. Bye bye.